Alright foodie fiends, there's a chill in the air, a frost upon the lawn, and a skull on my shirt. This of course could only mean one thing: spook season is well and truly upon us. And if we got a way to kick off spook season this year, we are going to be making a cauldron classic, pumpkin pizza bombs. Now imagine all your favourite things about pizza: the molten cheese, the rich tomato sauce, savoury pepperoni, all wrapped in a beautiful pumpkin bread crust. That's what we're going to be doing today, and along the way we're going to be finding out why pumpkins and Halloween have become so inextricably entangled throughout the centuries. A lot to look forward to, so let's get to it. And so to make our pumpkin pizza bombs, we're going to start with our pizza dough. Yes, I am using store-bought here, but please feel free to use your own recipe if you prefer that. And for each bomb, we want about 80 to 100 grams of pizza dough. And roll each piece of dough out until it's roughly the size of a small saucer. It doesn't matter if it's not perfectly round. Next, you can add your pizza sauce. Again, I'm going with store-bought for convenience, but if you've got a good pizza sauce recipe, feel free to use that. Now, you want to take 4 pieces of kitchen twine of equal length, about the length you can see that I'm using here. And you want to lay them in a crisscross pattern, a bit like a spider web, again as I'm doing here. And to be honest, you might want to do this before you add the sauce to the pizza. Next, put your pizza dough on top and in the middle of that web of string. And now you can add all your other toppings. I'm going for some mozzarella, classic, and some pepperoni here, along with a bit more oregano and some black pepper. But you can really add whatever you like. The key is not to overfill, because then you're going to get exploding bombs, and that's not what we want. Gather up the edges of your pizza disc and squeeze and crimp them together. Then tie the string confidently, but not too tightly, you don't want to tear this dough, around your little pizza bomb to help it stay together. Repeat until all your pumpkins are formed. Pop them in the fridge while you knock up a quick egg wash, which will be 1 large egg yolk, a splash of milk, about a tablespoon, a touch of salt, and about half a teaspoon of sweet paprika. That's really going to help give these pumpkin bombs a nice orange finish. Why pumpkins? Well, the carving tradition goes all the way back to Celtic lore. Long before Halloween, folks would carve faces into turnips and swedes to ward off evil spirits. When the Irish crossed the Atlantic to the Americas, they found pumpkins. Bigger, softer, much easier to carve, and way more dramatic. And that's how the jack-o'-lantern was born. But the name? That comes down to the legend of Stingy Jack.
In an Irish tavern bowl Jack drank deep. A Roku lied and a Roku cheat. The devil came to claim his due, but Jack had tricks more than a few. Climb that tree, Jack slyly cried. The sweetest fruit is there inside. The devil climbed, and quick as a flash Jack carved across, no way to dash. Oh, Stingy Jack, cursed by his hand, wanders lonely through the land. No rest in heaven, no home in hell, only a lantern to light his spell. The devil cried, now let me down, but Jack just grinned and stood his ground. Swear my soul you'll never claim, and I'll set you free from this tree of shame. The devil swore, I'll take no part, your soul is free, I give my heart. Jack carved away the cross that night and set him loose by lantern light. Oh, Stingy Jack, cursed by his hand, wanders lonely through the land. No rest in heaven, no home in hell, only a lantern to light his spell. When Jack he died, St. Peter cried, no place for you on heaven's side. Too many sins, you can't come in, your soul's unworthy, stained with sin. He turned to hell, but the devil swore, you tricked me once, I'll take you no more. He tossed Jack one small burning coal to light the dark and curse his soul. Jack carved a turnip, hollow and black, and set the ember to guide his track. Now through the night, forever to roam, no heaven above, no hell below home. Oh, Stingy Jack, cursed by his hand, wanders lonely through the land. No rest in heaven, no home in hell, only a lantern to light his spell. Oh, Stingy Jack, cursed by his hand, wanders lonely through the land. No rest in heaven, no home in hell, only a lantern to light his spell. Stingy Jack, cursed by his hand, wanders lonely through the land. No rest in heaven, no home in hell, only a lantern to light his spell. No rest in heaven, no home in hell, only a lantern to light his spell.
And so every glowing pumpkin you see this spooky season, that's a nod to Jack's eternal wandering. And a reminder that Halloween has always been about keeping the darkness at bay. Now, on with the cooking. And these little monsters look just about ready to get on the Ninja, so let's fire it up and get them on. And while they're cooking, we're just going to knock up a quick garlic and paprika butter to finish those pizza bombs. Starting with about 50 grams of butter, half a teaspoon of sweet paprika and the same amount of garlic powder, a touch of salt, and if you like, a little bit of cayenne pepper to keep things spicy. And I think these guys have come out pretty spooktacularly. Look at these. The dough, nice and firm, nice and crisp. And of course, we've got the beautiful interior there. Look at that for a cheese ball. That's what we're talking about. Pumpkin pizza guts all over the place. Whoa, there goes my pepperoni. Smells fantastic. It smells just like your favourite pizza. There's not much more to say. Cheers! Man, they don't just look and smell fantastic, they taste absolutely great. There's a little lick of heat from the cayenne we put in there, you get the paprika, you get the garlic. It's just like a pizza. It's just like a pizza bomb, but a really delicious pizza bomb. Now, if you're vegetarian, you could consider swapping out the pepperoni with mushroom perhaps. But it's Halloween. If you can't feast on flesh at Halloween, when can you feast on flesh? But seriously, no, if you are a vegetarian, there are options there. My primary recommendation is that you make at least double this amount, because they are going to be gone. You're probably going to scoff them before your ghosts or guests even arrive. So yeah, make sure you cook plenty. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. And if you did, please consider giving us a like and subscribing to the channel, because that massively helps us out. And YouTube has also got its new hype feature, which is also designed to help growing creators like us. So if you give this video a hype, it means more people will see it and more people get to share in all the spooky fun. So thank you very much again. A very happy spooky season to you, and we look forward to seeing you next time.